Hello. It is Sunday, August 2, and I think I filmed this Friday night and I forgot about it. Anyway, just showing you my setup. I'm going to go back to the way I was filming with the little easel, little picture holder, showing you my lamps, showing you my card, my USB rechargeable lamp, showing you my iced coffee, showing you my cute little coaster that Allison gave me, which was so sweet, and showing you that I need to get to Roxy's seatbelt and sew it and make it a little bit more secure. And I think I show you my bag. Yeah, here's my bag with my towels in it. I just stick my hand in and grab a handful. Going back to this view, because the other view where I was showing how I stacked my discards, y'all just went crazy. I just went crazy. Just not even going to show it anymore. There's somebody that I can't get across that I'm not stacking them so I can sit there and stare at them. I'm stacking them so I can pick them up quickly and put away quickly rather than scoop up 1, 2, and 3 at a time. I can grab a stack of 12. And anyway, let's play Solomage. Easy peasy. This is a 25 minute video. So I'm not going as fast as I normally do. When I play just by myself and I'm playing, I go zippity zip. And in these videos, I find myself explaining what I'm doing so quickly, I sometimes don't get all the words out. So here's another remedial training. And yeah, this is how I play Solomage, but basically this, playing this and telling you what I'm doing as I do it, it's just showing you how to play, how to deal with the suits, what you can claim, what you can't claim, what you have to do to be able to claim or call somebody's discarded tile. I play as if I'm playing 3 people. I draw 3 tiles as if they are my 3 opponents, and then I discard them, and then I draw 1 for me, and then I draw 3 for them, 1 for me, 3 for them, 1 for me, as opposed to the way they normally play Solomage. I don't believe you're learning to play if all you're doing is drawing and discarding until you win. I don't believe that's how you play. So this way you learn how to play the discarded tiles if you were playing somebody, 3 opponents. Again, it's just me. I drew 14 tiles. Why not pretend to be East? Why not? Why not? So I'm trying to pick a section to go for here, and I pulled out the evens, which tells me there's less evens than odds. So I'm pulling these evens out so I can put them over in a stack as my discard or my Charleston stack. So I got those moved over, and it looks like, I don't even remember what I did, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand, and I am doing the floating pair. That famous hand, that floating pair. I did that hand and won on it today. I played with the Moxie girls today in Katy. It's a Facebook group called Mahjong Meets Moxie. They are an outstanding group. They're wonderful. I love playing with them. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for. I'm really pushing it. I don't have a whole lot for that hand, but I do have for that section. So I just discarded 3 for the Charleston, and I drew 3, and I'm racking what I can. Do I hold on to that? Just depends on what hand I'm doing. If I'm going to keep that white dragon. So I need to discard 3 more as if I'm passing over. There I go. I've done right. I've done over. Now I need to draw 3 as if I'm receiving 3 from somebody across from me. 1 dot, I'm going to keep that because it's an odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 6 is an even, kick it to the curb. 8 is even, kick it to the curb. That is my left Charleston. I've done right, I've done over, I've done left. I need to draw the 3 now as if I'm receiving from the right. but I'm still looking at what I'm going to do. So I've got 1, 3, 7, 9 of dots. I drew a flower. I know I don't need that. And a 7 bam. I might need that. Don't know it yet. So this hand has a floating pair. And if you don't know what a floating pair is, it's when you saw the first part of the hand was 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. But actually on the card it's 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Well, if you read the parentheses, it says match any even number. I'm sorry, match any odd number. So it does not have to be 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It could be 1, 3, 3, 5, 7, 9. It could be 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9. That's what they call a floating pair. Did I stick with that hand? Yes, I stuck with that hand. It says any 3 suits. My finger's in the way. Sorry. So it looks like I'm pivoting. 3, 7. That is my second round of the Charleston, my second left. And I just received 3 more. And I'm going to rack it. So I see I've got 5, 7, 9 bams up there. I wonder if I switched. Yeah, I sure did, because I'm keeping those winds on there. I need that. Okay, I did. I switched to the hand above the floating pair that has a pair of north winds, and then the odd numbers, and then a pair of south wind. And I'll show the card again in just a minute. So we did the first round of the Charleston. We passed right, over, and left. Now we're on the second round of the Charleston, where we mirrored it. We went left, over, and right. And I don't know exactly where we are in the Charleston at this moment. We might have to do right. Trying to decide if I'm going to keep that 9 crack. And somebody came into the room to bother me. I talked to her and I said, "Can I do something for you, Roxy?" And she just looked at me, and I said, "Scoot, scoot." And that's when her tail stopped wagging. She's like, "What?" I don't let her in the dining room. So back at it. Had to take a sip of my iced coffee, of course. That's Cafe Bustelo. I made it in a percolator the day before. No, I think Friday, the day I filmed this. I'm giving a thumbs up there because I got something I needed. I'm pointing at that hand again. So I'm going to put the hand in order as it is on the card, because ultimately that's what you're doing. You're building a hand or creating order out of chaos, as Julia Roberts said famously. I know I don't need that dragon, so I'm starting the game by discarding a dragon. Now I'm going to draw the 3 tiles for my 3 opponents. And as you can see, we're doing all one suit, and the suit is bamboos. So I just pulled for my 3 opponents. None of them were bamboos, so they're nothing to deal with. Just go ahead and discard. Now I'm drawing for myself. I'm drawing my own, and it's a green dragon. Funny, because I just discarded a green dragon. So all we need are bamboos, 5, 7, 9. And then we need that one more north. Let me point to it here. So it's a pair of north, a Kong of 5s, a pair of 7, a Kong of 9s, and then a pair of south. That's the hand I'm pointing at there. It says any one suit. So I got 2 5s. I need 2 more. And I've got that joker. See, I show I've got 2, and I need 2 more. It calls for a pair of 7s, and I have that. And it calls for a Kong of 9, which is 4 9 bams. So those 4 tiled to the far right, those are disposable. 4 bam, we're doing odd numbers, so we don't need any of these. Discard and then draw my tile. To crack, as you remember, we only need 1 north wind, and then 5 bam and 9 bam. So that's my shopping list. I've got my shopping list. This is how you make the game brainless. You figure out what you need, And then you sit there and repeat it in your head over and over. So when someone discards it, you're going to hear it. This is my draw. I only need BAMs. I need 5 BAMs, 9 BAMs, and a north wind. A north wind is a pair. So if somebody discards a north wind, I cannot call it, because you can only call a discarded tile for exposure if it's 3 or more. That's a 5 crack. We only need 5 BAM, 9 BAM, and a north wind. Let's draw the 3 for my opponents now. Got a red dragon, a 1 BAM, bird BAM, and a 2 dot. Discard. Now draw for myself. So I'm drawing, for my 3 opponents at one time. So if I were to claim one of their discards, I don't know which one it is. Oh, I need that. Yay. Now we have 3, but we've also got the joker. So we're well on our way. If someone discards a 5 BAM, we can call it. And we won't have to lose a joker. We'll have a joker for something else. So I just discarded something because I drew a 5 BAM, put it on my rack. Now I discard something, a tile in, a tile out. So as I was saying, if I claim something that one of my 3 opponents discard, I'm going to expose it and then discard. And then I'm going to go ahead and go on and draw for myself. Because yes, if I call something that was discarded, I'm playing Solomage. It's just me. I'm playing against 3 ghost players. I don't know which one of them discarded it. So, I just play for those 3. I claim something. I'm going to go on and call for myself. And here's a 9 BAM. I drew from the wall. I'm going to put it on the rack. Tile in, tile out. Discard that 1 crack, Sarah. Good job. Good job. Don't forget, when you're playing Solomage, you want to win by the time you discard your 24th tile. If you don't win by the time you claim your 24th tile, that's an approximate length of a game. Someone else has already won, or the wall has. Now, this hand calls for a pair of 7s. We already have a pair of 7s, so there's no need to claim that 7 BAM. You see right there in the center, it's a pair of 7s. We have it, so we don't need to claim it. I do not know. Oh, my niece's soda just exploded behind me. Hey, Aaron. Aaron, your soda just exploded behind me. Your soda just exploded behind me. Yes, she's finding it kind of hard to believe. She's finding it hard to believe. Okay, drawing for my 3 opponents. I just heard something explode behind me. Let's see, a crack, a flower, a dot. Don't need any of them. Now let's draw for myself. I heard liquid spew as well. I drew an 8 crack. Don't need it. Where we stand now, our shopping list is thus. We need a north wind. We need a 1 BAM. And we need 2 9 BAMs. Don't forget, we've got that joker there. So we can put that with the 5 BAM if we don't draw it. We can put it with the 9 BAM if we have to. We cannot put it with the north wind, because that is a pair. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Was it hot in the garage or your car?
No, it was just delivered from 7-Eleven. It's not even the one I ordered, so I left it on the counter.
Interesting. Wish the camera was facing behind me. We would have seen that, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm taking stock of what I have and what I need. I'm doing a little shopping list in my head. I always say this when I'm teaching Mahjong. Once you know what your hand is, once you know what you need, put that shopping list in your head. It's like when I go into the grocery store, every step I stomp. 1 BAM, north wind, 5 BAM, 1 BAM. So you sit there and stomp that shopping list with every step because you don't have a list to write down. You just sit there and repeat it over and over and over. So when you hear somebody discard it, you're supposed to watch and listen. But just so you don't miss it, you sit there and chant that in your head what you need. North wind, 5 BAM, 9 BAM. North wind, 5 BAM, 9 BAM. And we were pretty lucky by the time we were done with the Charleston. We knew exactly what we were doing. There will be times when you're playing and you're done with the Charleston and you may have a section but you don't know exactly what hand you're doing. I hate that feeling, but it happens, and it can still work. It can still work. Boy, I pulled off a miracle today, and I won a hand today with the Moxie girls when the game was 75% over and I pivoted. East wind, we do not need this. South wind, we do not need this because we have it already. We need a pair of south winds and we already have it. So we're going to discard these. Well, our opponents are discarding them. I exposed a pong of 4 bams and it should have been a kong. And once it's exposed on your exposure table, you do not alter it. Once it's exposed, it's done. So I was very lucky to find a hand to pivot to. I pivoted from 2, 4, 6, 8. I pivoted over to the consecutive and did 3, 4, 5, 6. And it worked out. I could not believe that was an absolute miracle. Green dragon, white dragon, 4 dot. We do not need these. I drew a 1 dot. Do not know this. I don't know what number we're at, but I know when I filmed this, I periodically use my fingers to number out where we were. Like I said at the beginning, I said 2 and 4, meaning we need to win before we reach the 24th. But when I start counting them, I'll do my fingers and show you how many we've done. That's a flower. Don't need that. Draw for my 3 opponents now. Crack, dot, dot. Do not need these. Discard, discard. I drew an east wind. I need a north wind. Discard, discard. 3 opponents now. 5 dot, 9 bam. Do we need that? Is that on our shopping list? That is on our shopping list. Yay. So we're putting it up on our exposure table with the joker, and that will make 4, also known as a Kong, of 9 bam. So looks like we're at 16 discards I just saw above. So there's our Kong of 9 bams. So that's tile in, tile out. We need to discard. And we're going to discard that 4 dot. And we're going to discard it with my opponents because we claimed a discard. So I'm not going to discard it into my pile of discards because it's just going to count towards, see, 2, 4. We need to have 24, but we have, I think we're at 17 discards now. As you can see, I've got 1 tile left to discard, meaning we only need 2 to win. The 2 being the tile needed to replace that 9 crack on the far right, and then a north wind. So we need a 5 bam and a north wind. Neither of these we need. So when I get my next tile I need, whether it's a 5 bam or north wind, either one of those, when I'm at the point to where I only need 1, and especially if it's that north wind, I've said before, you cannot claim a discarded tile for a single or a pair, just like you cannot put a joker with a single or pair. However, if it is the last tile needed to make Mahjong, you can. And I cannot remember if I draw a 5 bam or if I called a 5 bam. Ooh, I got the yawnies. It's been a long day. Oh, it's been a good day, though. I went and saw my 100-year-old friend, and I got to have a little chuckle with her. Okay, I'm at 20 discards now. I've got 4 turns to win, or I will not win. If somebody discards a joker, once that joker hits the table, it's dead. You cannot call a discarded joker. You cannot claim or call for a discarded joker. Even if you're using blanks, you cannot trade a joker for a blank. Need that, need that. So because you can't put a joker with a pair, I'm not putting that with the north wind. I'm going to put it with the 5 bam. And I discarded because, let's say it together, tile in, tile out. Yes, right. Tile in, tile out. And you always count your tiles. Make sure you don't have too many, too little. If somebody looks up and notice maybe you accidentally discarded twice, or maybe you forgot to draw and then you discard and now you've got too little tiles, they will call your hand dead. And then you've got nothing to do. We've already got the 9, so we can't call for that. It's already on the exposure table, so I cannot call that as a discard, because once your exposure is up there on the table, you cannot alter it. The only way you can is if I pulled that from the wall myself. Well, I didn't. If I pulled that from the wall myself, I would say, I'm going to do a joker exchange with myself, like I just demonstrated. But I did not. That was a discarded 9 bam. What should have happened is the player that discarded that should have said to me, may I please have your joker, and do a joker exchange? But they didn't. Maybe they have a hand to where they don't need a joker. So possibly that's what happened. So I need to take that 9 bam out, put the joker back, because the demonstration's over, Sarah. Come on, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back. See, I'm demonstrating. You cannot put the joker with the pair. But we're in good company now. We have everything we need but the 9 wind. I'm sorry, the north wind. So I'm discarding a joker. That's painful. It's painful, but I can't put that joker with anything. I just drew a 6 bam. Don't need it. Going to discard. So now we are at 22. 21. We're at 21. So I got 2 turns to go before I win or lose. 3 people discarding now. We've got a 6 crack, 8 crack, 3 crack. I don't do crack. Well, not in this hand. Discard. Now I'm going to draw for myself, which makes 23, 22. 5 bam. I'm going to do a joker exchange. No, I'm not, because I don't need it. Don't need it. I would just have to discard the joker. So I've got 23 now. I've got 1 draw to go. Here's my 3 opponents. A 1 dot, a joker, and a green dragon. Kick him to the curb. Keep it in the discard pile. Now I'm going to draw for myself, and I think this is my last draw. Yep, this is my last draw. This is it. If this is not a north wind, I'm kaput. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Cannot put a joker with a single or a pair. So I did not win this. However, when you're learning to play, don't get disappointed. Don't get dejected, let down. You're going to lose a lot of games. And even after you learn how to play perfectly, you're going to lose a lot of games. Just know that somebody said recently, when the game starts and you're organizing your pulled hand, at that point, it is 70% strategy, 30% luck. But when you're halfway through the game, it changes to 50-50. So yes, strategy is there, but there's also a good percentage of luck. So don't be disappointed. Don't be let down. Just know, practice, 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 and it's okay. I'm okay when I lose hands if I know what I'm doing. At the end of the game, I'm like, I was on track. It was just a luck of the draw. And here I am. I'm showing you how I grab clumps at one time rather than 1, 2, 3. To do this quickly. But anyway, play Solomage. Read the card. You may think you know the card perfectly. Read it. You'll come across a hand and you'll think, I don't remember doing that hand. But read those parentheses. I've looked at this card since it came out in April, and I have played a lot, and I still find things where I go, oh. I mean, just today, a beautiful woman I was playing with today, she has played many, many years, and today was the first she heard the explanation of floating pairs. So you're always learning, and then again, April's coming up again, and you're going to have a brand new card. And we're not even, halfway through to that point, and I'm already looking forward to the next card because it's really really fun getting to learn. So, anyway, thank you for watching Solomage with me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.